Hello, welcome to the White Rabbit reading for the month of July 2025. Thank you so much for being here. If you're new to this, we say White Rabbit on the first of each month. And what it does, it sets the stage for us to focus on the abundance that's already in our life and to see the energies that's presenting for the month that is coming. So thank you for subscribing and liking the videos. I sure do appreciate you. Your subscription it means more to me than you can imagine. So thank you so much. And thank you for sticking around during my break. Let's see what we have for you. Let's start with one of these oracles here. Inner beauty. I open the eyes of my heart and direct my gaze to the light within every being. Personality and physical appearance are in the image of man. Beauty and goodness are in the image of God. So it's just seeing that, again, like just abundance, beauty and abundance around you and how much it's already present. And see things differently. See through the eyes of a child, See through the eyes of your, eternal being. Let's, your soul, let spirit look through your eyes and you see the world different. What you perceive to be, not so pretty or ugly is actually, seeing from a different viewpoint. And that's what that message is saying here. So let's draw an angel card here. Angels of abundance. Abundant mindset. If you think of your abundance as something that happens in the future, then it will always be one day away from you. See, feel, think, and speak of abundance as something you already have in the present moment. And that's what you will experience. That's beautiful because it's a bridge. So with this beautiful angel coming in here and reminding us of that abundant mindset, again, what we're saying as we came into this, is that we focus our attention on the abundance in we already have. And then we're bridging that to the abundance that just keeps on coming. So that's that mindset. It's just changing your focus, just like that inner beauty. And again, that points back to the self. How you see the world is how you see you. So making sure to turn that inward and seeing your own self, what you perceive to be your flaws or, things that aren't right, that you feel that are not right about you, are the perfections. Yeah, the imperfections are your perfections. Say, well, someday I'll have that. But to bridge it, that's what this card is saying, is to feel it into place. And that's what that is. Release jealousy. Jealousy is an affirmation that you don't have something, and the universe manifests exactly as you affirm. Let other people's successes inspire rather than frustrate you. If they can have it, so can you. That's big. Yeah, because if we carry around that frequency of like, I don't know, they have it, I don't. What did they do to get it and I don't have it? What did I do wrong? It brings up all this different stuff, emotions that you don't want to, curate within the self. Again, there's that inner beauty. It's pulling right back to that. Releasing any of the stuff that doesn't serve you. Savings. As you consistently save for your future is saved. You do your future self, a big favor is you consistently set aside present funds. This is part of your self-care and path to feeling secure as you focus upon your life purpose, whatever that is for you. And that can change. Self-care, caring for the self, and then you can see the world differently because you see the world as you see yourself. Again, you're looking out from within. So how we look out at other people and our circumstances and what other people have, again, abundant mindset, seeing what other people have. You see your own abundance and you know that that is yours too. Whatever it is, maybe the money might not be flowing for some of you, but if it is, it's good to set a couple of dollars aside, whatever you can do. And it makes you feel good. And put it away to some place that that it's there. Whatever it takes to make you feel good about the flow of that. Now, abundance, I want to say, this is a really big point here. It doesn't mean money. Abundance, I mean, the sun comes up every day. We have abundance of, supply of things, abundance of love all around us. Again, it's just changing your mindset and what you actually perceive abundance to be. Now, I know the savings came up, so we were kind of focusing on, putting the money away to make you feel good about your funds, about the money. But abundance, you can see it's all around you. Just a smile from a stranger, even looking over at other people, what they have, and you see a happy family. Changing your mindset on how you perceive other people is really just a reflection of yourself. So that's big. So it looks like the month of July is going to be a big change as far as, releasing what doesn't serve you anymore, lifting yourself up to a higher frequency, and changing your mindset about how you see yourself. Open your heart, open your mind, open yourself up to seeing that every single being is really like you. We all want the same thing. Everybody wants to be happy. Everybody wants to feel abundance. Everybody wants to manifest their dreams and stuff like that. So you start seeing the world differently when you see yourself in your, in the grand scheme of it all. Plane. Some of you might be taking a flight, traveling. A journey is indicated either physically or metaphorically. Your life will become more full. And again, metaphorically, right? Doesn't have to be a travel plans out into the world. It could be a journey. Again, I'm pointing back to this inner beauty, that journey within the self. It looks like this month of July is really offering the opportunity for us to see ourselves differently, and again, our place in the grand scheme of it all. Here's the key. New beginnings, directions, and adventures await for those ready to let go of the past. So you can't take it with you. You can't take baggage with you to the higher frequencies. This is going to be a big changing month for a lot of folks. Phoenix. Be prepared to be renewed after a period of crisis. Again, all these cards are really pointing to the same thing. You get the key to change how you feel. And that's what, this is reading. If you're here, it's just a confirmation of what you already know that you feel is coming on, that you may be experiencing anyway, before we even start the month of July, or here we go, starting it on the 1st here. But that inner journey, seeing yourself with your eyes of your heart, and then directing it over to the world is big. Seeing things differently. I mean, we really don't really know what's going on within another individual. You're not walking in their shoes. But you can put yourself in their place by seeing yourself. And that's what the Sanskrit greeting is. Namaste, is seeing the God and the light within you is the light within me. It's also a greeting, too, when you see each other. But namaste is that I recognize the divinity in you as it is in me, and vice versa. So that's big. Excuse me. So let's see here. Let's see what other cards we want to pull. I didn't pull out all my decks right away. Let's see. I did create this deck. I created this abundance deck. I did the artwork. I was in trance and I just received the messages, and I created this with my blank cards, and I really like these cards. So let's pull a few of these. Back in 22, I created these cards. Had the inspiration to do it, and here we go. So what do we have here, Spirit? Thank you so much for these messages. Nothing is too big to manifest. We always say, I want the big jackpot. But I'm not quite sure if I can have that. Deep down inside, we're all like, of course, I want a big chunk of money, or that dream relationship I've always wanted, but I don't know, I'll never find the perfect person for me, or, that dream house that you wanted, or the place you want to live. Put the pieces where they go. But if nothing's too big, we tend to do that. We make like something that's so grand and fantastic, like it was like that's beyond us. And again, it points back to inner beauty. If you open your heart and your eyes and you go within the heart space and you see out and you direct that light out into the world, you start to see that, you're here to manifest your dreams. So whatever that is that you think is too big, it is accessible. You just have to focus. And again, that's abundant mindset and a perfect opportunity for this month of July to shift this. So I have love here. I am that indescribable force. My being loves all. I bring myself to the table and everything else follows. All is truly well, and there's nothing I need to do but simply be. And as we radiate that inner beauty, it's amazing. That's that being in that magnetic mode, and it just brings stuff to you. Things just start coming in, just start rolling in when you just, literally, it's just seconds away from just releasing and letting go of that. I can't do that. That's too big. This is a big renewal period for humanity. And I feel like the month of July is going to be a bit humongous expansion. Everything is always working out for me. Even when it doesn't seem to be that way, it's always working out. When things show up now, I always stop and go, wait a second, there's something here. There's got to be something here. Even if it triggers emotions that like I go through, anger or frustration or whatever it is, I know as I move through and then work my way up the scale of emotions back up to being content again and satisfied, I know it's there to serve me. You always leave yourself room. You don't stay too long. You stay as long as you need. You don't go too far because, again, the force that governs everything is going to wrap itself around it and give you more of what you don't want. So that's why it takes focus, changing your mindset. Releasing that which doesn't serve you anymore. Because that which other people have, you can have too. There's enough for everybody. We live in an abundant universe. I am human and so much more. Yeah. You're an eternal being having a physical experience. So, and I love it right next to this phoenix. Yeah. We're constantly going through transformations. Transmutation is when it's never the same. Like transformations all the time. But a transmutation is when you literally, nothing is ever the same again. And I really feel that the month of July is one of those months that it's going to bring that opportunity to really recognize that eternal part of ourselves. And there is no rush to get it done. There's no rush to have to like manifest anything either. You could take your time. Although, if you're painfully wanting something, then you're sitting in suffering. And I can see how like you want to speed it up. You want it to happen now. But it is about alignment within yourself, that higher part of yourself, that non-human part of yourself, and the non-physical that's co-creating with you. And that relationship that we have with our soul, with Creator, with creation. And to ease back and settle into that and to really embody that, because you're not doing it alone. That's the key. And I love it how it's between everything is we're always working out for me and I am human and so much more. And it's just a couple steps away from really manifesting what you consider to be big things. Because you can have and be and do whatever you want. It takes focus and a different change of a mindset. It takes a journey. And I feel that many of you are already on it. I mean, you would be alive right now too during the shift of consciousness if you weren't already very much have had many lifetimes. You wouldn't certainly be in this reading because it's confirmation. Many lifetimes of, working on yourself. evolving. Thanksgiving, appreciation, what has and for what is coming. So, like I said, being appreciative of the abundance that we already have brings more abundance and flow to us. And it takes focus. And then you build up momentum. And the law of attraction gives you more and more of that. It takes focus, because if you're not seeing it come in, then you're not, we tend to take score. It's like, I've been good. I've been doing all this work and I don't see anything yet. That's taking score. And it's really having trust and a knowing that the time is perfect. When it comes around, it is the perfect time, and you'll know. I know that I know that I know that I know. Exactly. We were just saying that. And you'll know. I know that I know that I know. So it's not necessarily with your brain. I know that I know. It's more of with your higher self. That's that I am human and so much more. I have a higher mind. That's the same thing as the imagination. And I have guidance, and I'm not doing this alone. And that points back again to that inner beauty. I open the eyes of my heart and direct that gaze to the light within every human being. And it's amazing when we can do that and stay steady as best as a possibility. I mean, you don't fake it. You can't. I mean, if you're having your bad days or whatever it is, it could be 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 years. You stay wherever as long as you need to stay there. And you don't force yourself to try to get happy, because it doesn't work that way. Okay. What else do I want to pull here? Let's do a couple of messages from the universe, and then we'll close up the reading. Oop. All right. A lot going on this month. Setting the stage is what we're doing. We're setting the stage for this beautiful flow of, the big things, your dreams to come into manifestation. If you want to be more successful in life, your priority should be to focus your mindset on all that you want to attract in your life. Trust that more is happening than what you can see. Many forces are at work in your favor. Allow them to help you. And that's exactly what we're saying. That's another confirmation. Remember the first card we pulled, that abundance mindset? That's exactly it. Focus your mindset on all that you want to attract in your life. And it is, I know that I know that I know that I know. I can lean back now and I trust. I don't have to do anything. We ask, and then we allow the forces of, the non-physical to set up all the components. And then that's that point of allowing. And that's why allowing is an art. It takes practice. It takes focus. It takes not pushing anything. You get distracted with other things that you're doing, because things are in the background and it's moving and working in your life. It is a trusting and faith at first, but then it's just a knowing. This new chapter in your life is going to require a new way of seeing things and a new way of seeing yourself. You can't continue to see and interpret things with the same understanding that you have had until now. No matter what you face or how you feel, see it all from a higher perspective. Exactly. It's another confirmation. See it from a higher perspective. I open the eyes of my heart and direct my gaze to the light within every human being. Within every being, not just human, within every being. I'll do one more here. A chapter in your life is coming to an end. Rest assured that beautiful things are ahead in this next chapter. Let go of all things that are out of control and move forward. There are more beautiful things ahead than any you leave behind. So much more is coming. So much more. Like I said, this whole month of July is going to be a wonderful, magical manifestation month, and you may not see the results for a few months from now, maybe a month from now. It all depends on the individual, but it's coming. So, with all that being said, thank you again, Spirit, for these messages. Thank you for coming in here, subscribing, liking this video, and until next time, many blessings on your journey.